Even if you've never gardened before, you can easily grow your own delicious vegetables. You don't need acres of land or even a backyard to get started. 5 easy-to-grow veggies that even a beginner can succeed at. So let's jump right in. Let's start with one of our top picks for a reason. It's so satisfying to see those little sprouts unfurl into healthy plants. Plus, they're packed with nutrients and flavor. And the best part, you don't even need soil to grow them. Let's explore how to grow sunflowers from seed. We're using seed starting mix in these trays. It holds moisture really well without getting soggy. The seeds like to be snug. So we're going to place them close together in the tray. Then we just need to cover them with more of the seed starting mix. Now we're gonna water when the mix is dry and keep it warm. The end result will be worth it. Arugula is not only a delicious and nutritious green, it's also incredibly fast-growing. You can harvest your first batch of baby arugula leaves just 20 days after planting. It adds a peppery bite to salads and pairs well with tomatoes and citrus. To get started, choose a location that receives bright indirect light. Arugula prefers cooler temperatures, so plant in early spring or fall, or grow it under shade cloth during the heat of summer. While arugula grows best in loose, well-draining soil, it's tolerant of poor soil conditions. All you need to do is add a layer of mulch, such as compost or leaf litter, to help retain moisture. Water when the soil is dry, and your arugula should thrive. Another benefit of growing arugula is that it's relatively pest and disease resistant. However, it can sometimes attract small pests like aphids. If you do encounter pests, simply rinse them off the leaves or treat with an organic pesticide like neem oil. Lettuce is another cool season crop that's easy to grow. Loosely pack the soil to remove air pockets and help the lettuce establish quickly. After planting, water deeply to encourage root growth and provide adequate moisture. Keep the soil consistently moist but not soggy, and consider using a soaker hose to conserve water. Just like arugula, lettuce prefers cooler temperatures, but there are varieties that tolerate warmer weather better. Plant in early spring, summer, or fall. Head lettuce varieties like iceberg and butterhead tend to grow best in cooler temperatures and take longer to mature. Loose leaf lettuces like oak leaf and romaine grow quickly and can bolt or go to seed in hot weather. So plant them in early spring, late summer, or fall. If you live in a warm climate and want to grow head lettuce during the hottest months, look for heat-tolerant varieties like Summer Crisp and Delima. These varieties can withstand higher temperatures and still produce good yields. Growing lettuce is very rewarding. The fresh, crisp leaves are delicious in salads and sandwiches. With proper care, you can enjoy a continuous harvest by planting a new row every few weeks. And you don't even have to wait for the lettuce to fully mature. Baby leaf lettuces are actually more tender and flavorful than mature leaves. Simply harvest the outer leaves as needed and enjoy. Carrots are another easy-to-grow root vegetable that can be grown in containers or raised beds. Choose a location that receives plenty of sunlight and has well-draining soil. Carrots prefer loose, sandy soil, so amend your existing soil with compost or vermiculite if it's too dense. Water regularly to keep the soil moist but not soggy, and feed with a balanced fertilizer every few weeks. One thing to note about carrots is that they don't like to be disturbed once they begin growing. so it's best to plant them directly in their permanent location. To plant carrots from seed, simply sow them thinly in rows or blocks and cover them with a thin layer of soil or vermiculite. Keep the soil moist and the carrots will germinate in about 2 weeks. Once they begin growing, thin them out so that the remaining carrots have enough room to grow. Thin carrots can be eaten as baby carrots or replanted elsewhere. Regular carrots take about 70 to 80 days to mature, but the exact time will vary depending on the variety and growing conditions. When the carrots are ready to harvest, simply pull them out of the ground. They're delicious raw or cooked and can be stored in a cool, dry place for several months. Eggplants are another great choice for growing in containers or raised beds. They prefer warm weather and plenty of sunlight, so plant them in a location that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. Eggplants require well-draining soil and regular watering. Just like tomatoes, eggplants are a warm season crop that benefits from the extra warmth provided by the black plastic mulch. This helps to warm the soil and create a more favorable growing environment for eggplants. In addition to providing warmth, black plastic mulch also helps to suppress weeds and retain moisture, which can reduce watering needs. To use black plastic mulch, simply lay the mulch down around your eggplant plants after transplanting or direct seeding. Be sure to make cuts in the mulch for the rows of plants so you can cultivate around them as needed. The added warmth and improved growing conditions provided by the black plastic mulch can lead to increased yields and earlier maturity in eggplant plants. In addition, the weed suppression and moisture retention benefits can help to reduce labor and water costs, making it a simple yet effective technique to try this season. Eggplants are a versatile ingredient that can be used in a variety of dishes, and they repacked with nutrients and antioxidants. Whether you prefer grilled, roasted or fried eggplant, growing your own will ensure that you always have fresh, delicious fruit on hand. Tomatoes are arguably the most popular garden crop, and for good reason. They're not only delicious and nutritious, they're also incredibly versatile and can be used in countless dishes. Tomatoes are a warm season crop that requires plenty of heat and sunlight to grow. They prefer a long, warm growing season and can take up a lot of space when growing on the vine. Tomatoes come in a wide variety of shapes, sizes and colors, from cherry tomatoes to beefsteak tomatoes and everything in between. Each variety has its own unique flavor and growing requirements. Cherry tomatoes are small, round, and often used in salads or as a snack. Beefsteak tomatoes are large, juicy, and great for slicing and burgers. Heirloom tomatoes come in a wide range of colors and flavors and are a great choice for sauces and canning. Tomatoes require a warm, sunny location with well-draining soil and regular watering. They also benefit from the use of a trellis or stake to support their growth and prevent diseases. Tomatoes are susceptible to a number of diseases and pests, including blight, mildew, and hornworms. However, with proper care and monitoring, these problems can be prevented or treated. Overall, tomatoes are a highly rewarding crop to grow, and the taste of a fresh, ripe tomato is truly unbeatable. If you're looking for an easy-to-grow vegetable that's both delicious and nutritious, tomatoes are a great choice. Squash is another warm season crop that grows quickly and produces an abundance of fruit. Summer squash, like zucchini and yellow squash, is harvested while the skin is still soft and tender. Winter squash, like acorn, squash and butternut squash, is harvested when the skin is hard and the squash can be stored for several months. Squash is incredibly versatile and can be used in a wide range of dishes from soups and stews to salads and stir-fries. It's also a great option for grilling or roasting. One of the best things about growing squash is that it's incredibly prolific. A single plant can produce an abundance of fruit over a short period of time. This makes it a great choice for gardeners who want to preserve their harvest or share their bounty with friends and neighbors. But like any crop, squash can be susceptible to pests and diseases. However, with proper care and monitoring, these problems can be prevented or treated. Overall, squash is a highly rewarding crop to grow, and the taste of fresh, homegrown squash is truly unbeatable. If you're looking for a fast-growing, prolific vegetable that's both delicious and nutritious, squash is a great choice. There you have it, 5 easy-to-grow vegetables that even a beginner can succeed at growing. Whether you're limited to containers on a balcony or have a sprawling backyard, there's something on this list for everyone. Tell us which one you're excited to try and share any tips or tricks you have for growing these vegetables. Thanks for watching.